Welcome to your online Outlook course video introduction. I'm Professor Soyla Rosillo, and I'll be your instructor this semester. In this video orientation, I'd like to tell you more about the structure of the class and to give you some tips on how to do well. So grab some popcorn. This is going to take just a little while.
Before I tell you more about our course, please allow me to give you 5 tips for succeeding in our online environment. Number 1, procrastination is the enemy. Start early in the week. Whenever possible, schedule a time to work on this class. Second, you will have to collaborate with others, so start your work early. This class simulates a real work exchange environment, so sometimes you will not be able to move forward until you receive a communication from your class partner. It's the same for your class partner. They might be stuck waiting for a response from you. It's incredibly important that you read through your textbook assignments to see where you'll need a response from your partner so that you know how much time to plan. Third, read everything. Information is made available whenever you start a new type of project. Click on those submission links and read. Sometimes there are additional instructions. Next, ask questions. My goal is to respond to emails within 24 hours. I do not check my email on Sundays though, so email earlier in the week, making sure you include your name, which class you have questions about, and the specific assignment you're asking about. You can also ask the staff in the COS study labs. There are friendly staff members available in those COSA labs who might be able to help you as well. Lastly, persist. Late assignments are not accepted in my course, but if you miss one assignment or even a couple of assignments, pick it up with the next assignment. Don't stop doing your work. Life happens, but keep going forward. Can you do these 5 things? I'm imagining that you are saying absolutely. All right, now let's talk about the specific course makeup.
What software and hardware do you need? Although all of the software you'll need will be provided to you, you will need to have access to a couple of things on your end. Firstly, you will need a computer. And secondly, you'll need a good internet connection for our class. You are required to log into Canvas every week and complete your assignments using your virtual Outlook Exchange environment in Citrix. Most of your assignments will be completed through this Citrix Outlook environment. You'll access your class Outlook account by first logging into your Viking portal and then into the Citrix Student Labs environment. Step-by-step instructions for logging into your Outlook account will be available in Canvas. Later in the semester, you will also download for free a geometric software to complete your practice projects. More info about geometrics in this project will be provided in Canvas as the semester progresses. What textbook material will you need? The text you'll need for our class is Microsoft Outlook 365 Complete in Practice version 2021. It's by Ogawa and Nordell. The package is the loose leaf pages of the text. You do not need to buy this text new. I will not require you to use an access code for our class, so you may get a used or rented book if one is available. Let's take a moment to look at how we're going to enter into our Outlook simulated exchange environment through Citrix. I've logged into my Viking portal, and you're going to do the same. It's the same mechanism that you use to log into Canvas. But instead of going into Canvas, I'm going to go into the Citrix Student Labs icon, and I'm going to see the Microsoft Office 2021 Lab drop-down arrow. I'm going to click on that, and from there I'll see the Open function, which I'm going to go ahead and click on. Now the first time that you do this might take just a few extra seconds because the system is getting used to who you are. It's verifying you. And then I'm just going to go ahead and click this little X here. If you see screens that pop up because you've used Citrix for the first time and they don't have to do with Outlook, for example, if you see Teams, you can just go ahead and close out, as I see here, the Teams icon. I'm going to go ahead and close that out because I didn't come into this environment for Teams, right? I came in for Outlook. So I'm just going to go ahead and close that out. From there, I'm going to go into the Start button, and as you'll see in Citrix, you have the Outlook icon in the Start. It's been posted to the Start menu here, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on the Outlook icon, and it's going to open up into version 2021. Now, the first time that you go into Outlook, you're going to have an initial screen that's going to ask you to set up your account. And you won't have to set it up. We've done that for you. All you'll do is click on the next button, right? You don't have to fill anything in. When you click on the next, and it's going to be several of those next icons that you're going to see. When you encounter those and you finish clicking on the next buttons, then you'll see your full Outlook account. So this is what I've got here, and mine is going to look a little different than yours, right? I've got extra folders, I've got a few things that have already been created here because I've been using my Outlook account for a while. What I wanted to show you here, though, is the new email button. In Chapter 1, you're going to be doing some things with emails. You're going to get to know the navigation of Outlook, right? Mail, calendar, people, tasks, and some other surprising places that you've got available for you in Outlook. But we're also going to be creating emails. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the new email icon here. And you'll see here that I've got the to, and then I've got down here the body, I've got a subject line. What I want to show you is that when you are creating your emails, you're going to be communicating with people in the class, right? So as many students as are in the class are going to be detailed here when you click on the To button. And that's because it's going to bring you over to the global address list, which shows all of the students that are in the class for the semester. Now, I am also part of your class. I am the Outlook INS instructor, right? My name is Soyla Rocio. So every time that you're asked to send an email to your instructor, which is going to be for each chapter, you're going to click on Soyla Rocio and click on the To field to make sure that I'm the recipient of that email. Then you click on OK, and you'll see that it puts my first and last name there. Right? And from there you go into writing the subject and then writing the body of the email. Now I want to remind you that our Outlook course is inside of a simulated exchange environment, which is also what we call a closed environment. So we're not going to use our class Outlook account for anything but class-related activities, which means you're going to submit all of your projects and your homework assignments through this Outlook exchange environment inside of Citrix. However, when you have a question, when you want to get clarification on something, when you want to just chat with your instructor, you will not use this environment. And that's because I do not check this environment every day, right? This is the environment that I go to when I want to email you a class-related, or I should say, an assignment-related task, or when I want to grade your assignments. So if you have a question, you can use the discussion board, you can use your regular email, and you can also use your Canvas inbox, which is probably the best way to ask a question. But when you have a question about the class, you will not use the simulated environment, right? You can use your regular Hotmail, something like that. But if you use this environment here, you run the risk of me not seeing that question, right? And I only see it after your deadline has passed. All right, so again, this is how you're going to be going into your Outlook Exchange environment.
Where can you get help? As your instructor, I am your biggest resource. Email me at zrocio@lbcc.edu or stop by my virtual student hours. When you email me, make sure to either use your own personal account or the Canvas inbox. Do not ask for help, though, through our simulated Outlook environment, as I do not check that simulated account on a daily basis. I also invite you to work with a COSA instructional assistant. Their virtual online assistance access links are in Canvas. Some things I'd like you to keep in mind for our course. Our simulated environment is a closed environment. You can only communicate with the names in the global address list. For many chapters, you must work with a class partner to complete your assignment. You will need their communication, and they will need yours to proceed through the chapter. All of the assignments for this class will help you conquer Outlook and pass the MOS exam. You will get a free voucher to take the Microsoft Office Specialist for Outlook Industry exam at the end of the course. Email me whatever question you have, whether from the textbook topics, Canvas navigation, your simulated environment, whatever class-related topic, email me. I will do my best to help you understand, and my policy is to return your email within 24 hours.